What is up, guys, and welcome to my first tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to make a YouTube logo. I hope you enjoy.
I'm looking at the bank statements, I do not want to tell you. Nuts with my gang, you be just a stain. Cover on my chain.
So first, what you are going to want to do is just go into Photoshop, go File, and New. We're going to open up a 1000 by 1000 pixel, so it'll look just like that. Then we're going to go Text, and let's say your channel starts with the letter A. Put A in, then go ahead and choose a font. So for me, in this video, I'm going to be making a logo with this font. It's called Vermin Vibes EX. I shall put a link in the description where you are able to get some really cool fonts for free, just like this. So we're going to move that to the center like that, and first of all we're going to rasterize type so we can play around with that a bit. Then a little bit of a tricky process which takes a little bit of time, but it helps. We're going to put rulers on all the edges just like this. It helps out a lot and guides you when you are editing the font. So let's go ahead and just add them in. Alright, so now we have our rulers placed where they need to be, and we're going to start off, push Z, zoom in, then we're going to go and right click where the lasso tool is, and we're going to select the polygonal lasso tool. Then we're going to pull a ruler across. As you can see by this section, we have like a perfect square going there, so we're going to try to build that on this side, which should be more or less like that. Then we're going to use the polygonal lasso tool, and we're going to click this point, and this is where the rulers really help, because you just click the point and you can see if you push shift, it's moving. You can see the font's moving at a 45-degree angle just like that. So if you push shift and hold it across, the rulers have already shown that this is a 45-degree. So I'm going to go ahead and go to that point and go out just like that, and we're going to close that off. Then make sure that A is selected, and you right click and you say layer via copy, just like that. Push V on the keyboard. We're going to move that across like that. Just push V and actually hold shift so it only moves sideways, just to keep that positioning right so it's parallel, or shall I say in line with the top of that font. Then we're going to say Command X and then right click, and we're going to say flip horizontal. Move that in, move it a little bit up, just like that. Make sure both sides are more or less equal, as you can see here and here. We're going to push enter. So now we are going to activate our marquee tool and push Z and just zoom in a bit, push M again, and we're going to eliminate this part. Select that, make sure the A is selected, because as you can see I have that part I just copied over here selected, and we are not using the marquee tool on that, we're using on the letter A. So select that, push delete, right click, deselect. Then while we have the marquee tool activated still, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this little bit of a spacing between these going down here, like you'll see over here. You can see there's spacing all over here. So now we are going to zoom in, push Z, and let's just move that ruler a little bit onto that edge. So I'm going to push V, drop it there. That looks like it's on that edge. Zoom in a bit and just try to get it perfect like that. Zoom out, push M again, like this. You can see the rulers really do help, and we're going to make that spacing over there just like that. Push delete, right click, deselect, and we're going to do the same thing here. So let's get this ruler, zoom in, push V, and let's get this ruler right on that point so it can be nice and accurate, looks good. Let's zoom out a little bit, push M again, and let's make that spacing more or less the same as the one we have just done. Right click, push delete, then right click, deselect. Now you can see that spacing is more or less equal. So now what we're going to need to do next is zoom in by this section. Let's get our marquee tool again, and we're going to select just this part. Layer via copy, here it is there. Push V, hold shift, let's move it across. I'm going to let go of shift and it might move out of positioning a little bit, like that. Let's get the spacing right here. That. We're going to keep this gap actually a little bit thinner than the others. Make sure that's selected. Let's push Command X again, and we're going to flip that horizontally just like that. Push enter. Now you can see this section on this side is, you got a nice line going straight down here, it's equal. And over here we don't have that, so what we're going to need to do now is push L, which will bring up that polygonal lasso tool. Let's click somewhere up here, let's hold shift so we can keep it at that 45 degree, like this, and let's close that off. Sorry, you're going to need to make sure the A is selected before you right click and say layer via copy. You have it there, let's push V, hold shift, and pull that down. Okay, so now you can see we got that perfect line going here and here. Now we're going to need to zoom in this side because we are missing this section over here like we have on that side. So now we're just going to work on this section. We're going to get that marquee tool again. Sorry. Like that. Select that part. Make sure the letter A is selected. Right click. Layer via copy. Push V. Click. Hold shift. And we're going to move it across. Just try to get that spacing right. Command X. I'm going to flip that horizontally. Push enter. Okay. Now let's get rid of these rulers. So for me, I'm going to push Command H on MacBook. Then we are going to select the bottom layer that we are working with. Go all the way up to the top. So you're going to hold shift while you have the bottom one selected. Hold it down. Click the top one. Right click. Merge layers. Okay, now we have all of this as one layer, which is easier to work with. So let's Command X, hold shift, just so you can get the scaling right and all the proportions correct. Let's get that a little bit bigger, maybe just a little bit bigger, like such. Command X, right click, rotate, move that at about a 15 degree, push enter. Just like that. Then what you can do is go ahead across to Google Images and type whatever pictures you are wanting and try to get a nice clear quality picture. And then I am going to open up this picture. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Alright, so I found the picture that I'm wanting to use. I'm just going to drag it into Photoshop. So we have it here. Let's pull it across to where we want it, like that. Command X, hold shift, and we're going to scale it. The reason why we hold down shift while we scale it is because it will do this if you don't. It won't keep the proportions and it'll just mess the whole picture up. So let's move that to where we need it. Like that. Make sure it's above your logo, right click and create clipping mask. Then you can move it around, get it to where you want it to be, like that. Looks pretty good for a gaming logo, if that's the kind of YouTube channel you have. Then we are going to open up a picture such as, let me see if I can find a good picture off Google. Okay, so I'm going to drag this one across just like this. Just for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use it. Command X again. Let's just move it into the right position. Like that. Let's move it across so we can get some of these colors here. Then we're going to need to move it below all the other layers, like that. Then if you find the background is a little bit too sharp and the logo doesn't stand out too much, then you just select that layer where that picture is, go across to here, where you see 3 little dots, right click, click your blur tool, and then obviously the more you go over it, the more blurred out it'll be. So go back, see it looks pretty sharp. Now I'm just going over the brush with it, like that. Okay, so now we're going to play around with this logo a little bit, make it stick out just a bit more. So click where the layer is of the logo, right click, blending options. You can add a stroke if you wanted to, but I'm not going to right now. We're just basically going to put a gradient overlay. There's many to choose from, plus you can create your own. So if you put the opacity at full, it will basically eliminate that picture that we just put into that logo. So we're going to put that down to about 20. You can see it just so it gives it a little bit of a faded look with those colors that we have, the blue and pink. So we'll put it down to about 15. Then we're going to put an outer glow. You can see here, you can change the color, make it look, there you go, something like this. So it suits the background a little bit more. And you can turn the opacity up. The higher it is, the brighter it'll be. So we're just going to put it probably around about 15, just so it can stick out a little bit. There's it without it, and there it is with it, just so it stands out a little bit more. But yeah guys, that's basically just how you make an easy little logo out of a letter from some sort of font. And if you aren't making a gaming logo, you can do something like this and import, let's say you want to use a photo like, let me see if I can find something here, like this. Let's move it over to where we need it, like that. Let's take that away, scale that down. This picture isn't very clear, as you can see, but yeah, you can make it with basically any picture. Yeah guys, I hope that was helpful and you're able to go ahead and make yourself a nice logo. This is my first tutorial. I hope it was alright, and if you enjoyed it and it was helpful, please can you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would absolutely appreciate that, and you can also comment what you would like me to make next. Till the next video guys, cheers.